husband didn't really understand what was going on, but he tried. You know, he's a very understanding person. He tries to understand what's going on, no matter the situation. He keeps calm, you know. He's such a calm person, and I'm learning to be like him every day. So during that time, I know he was going through a lot, but he really tried to be calm and explain. I'm not sure, but you know, I wasn't in their presence, but I know he explained to his friends, you know. He told them she's not feeling so well. So later on they understood. They didn't really understand it 100%, but when I shared my story now, because nobody knew what was going on in my mind, not a single person, until the day when I started sharing my story, that's now when they started understanding, and they're like, wow. So this was, I remember when I shared my story on WhatsApp, the very first time, the friends were like, so this is what you are going through. We didn't really know. And they were really sorry. And now they understand. My mom was really concerned. In fact, the moment I called her, told her, I don't think I'm going to get a job, because I had Googled, I thought I had schizophrenia. So I Googled schizophrenia, and Google said that people with schizophrenia are not capable of holding a job. They're not capable. You can get a job, but you won't hold it. So it really got to me. I was like, no wonder I'm applying for jobs and I'm not getting. No wonder I tried the online writing and it didn't work, you know, because I thought, yes, I'm schizophrenic and it's never going to work. I'm never going to get a job. So that's why I called my mom. I told her, I don't think I'm ever going to get a job. So she was really worried. But again, she tried to really understand. So I know she prayed, she prays for me all the time. So God gives her the grace to just understand and be there for me, because she's been through it all with me, every single step. And I really thank God for her. Right now, I have a second child, another girl. She's almost 3 months old. This time again, it almost came. It actually came, let me be honest. But this time, I was talking a lot. Postpartum psychosis manifests itself in 2 ways. You're either too silent and depressed and not talking to anyone, or you're too loud and talking too much and talking to everyone. So this time I was too loud and talking to everyone, and also having these beliefs that don't exist. This time when I was talking about a lot about religion, a lot about why bad things happen, and a lot about, I also talked a lot about my workplace, but of course good things. I was telling them, you don't support my brand, you don't support my work, but you know, they were not real. So this time they were aware that it could come back. So the moment I started talking like that and all that, they knew this is something wrong. So they called a doctor who prescribed antipsychotics for me. This time I didn't have to go to hospital. So they gave me antipsychotics, and after some days I was okay. I mean, it's not so far back. It's just like a month ago, and I'm fine now. I can talk about it. So having supportive family and friends who understand you, it really helps. Because if they didn't understand it, the situation that recurred would probably be worse. Because I was shouting. At some point, I almost became violent, because I remember telling them to show me someone I wanted to see, so that I could believe what I'm actually going through is real. So I told them, show me this person. I won't mention him, but they took time. So the more they didn't show me this person, even the face, I started getting agitated, and I almost got violent. I didn't really get violent, but I remember I pulled my cousin. I told him, after now they showed me the photo, I was like, was that too much to ask? You know, they thought again I would refuse the meds like the first time, but this time I was accepting everything, but only from my husband. I was like, I'm not taking anything else. I only trust my husband. So if he gives me Even I was telling him, even if you give me 1,000 pills, I'll take because I trust you. So I took the medicine, and that's why this time it worked faster than the first time, because I accepted to take the medication, even though at that point I didn't know exactly what was happening. You know, when you get into psychosis, you don't know what's happening. You don't know what's happening around you. So later on is when I was healed, when the medication worked, that's when I realized, hey, I was going crazy. Yeah. So yes, my husband was supportive, and again I went to Kericho to my mom. Being with my mom, it really helps. Being with your mom really helps. So the healing process was faster because I was with my mom. I also went to my mother-in-law. So the healing process was faster this time. A lot of women are suffering silently from postpartum depression and psychosis. I haven't had so many cases of psychosis because it happens to every 1 to 2 in every 1,000 women globally. So yes, psychosis is rare, but it happens. And I think the most recurring and the most prevalent is postpartum depression, which happens in a lot of women, and they suffer silently. They don't know it's postpartum depression. And how to know it's postpartum depression, and this is for family and friends and support system. When you see a mother not caring for their baby, don't judge that woman, because naturally, a mother is supposed to take care of the baby. That's natural. It's inborn. So when it starts happening otherwise, just know that she's not okay. She needs help. Don't judge them. Don't start, throwing insults at them. You're not a good mother. You should breastfeed. No, seek help. Seek help for them, so that they can be able to be better mothers, and the society will be a better place, of course. So to parents, to mothers out there who are suffering depression, you might not know, because when you're depressed, you don't know you're depressed. But I can say it starts with anxiety. You will feel when you're anxious. So when you feel anxiety, reach out. There's baby blues, and then there's anxiety. There's the normal baby blues. You're tired, you're too exhausted, you can't when you're exhausted, you can't take care. So at that time, seek help. Like, let someone take care of your baby for you. It's okay to ask for help, because you can't do everything on your own, especially mothers, they have a lot. And when you don't have a house help, it can have a huge toll on you. So I'd say, before you give birth as a mother, make sure you have someone with you. Don't suffer alone. Don't, after childbirth, be with someone. Don't think you can do it alone, because really you can't. Make sure you have a very strong support system with you. Be it your husband or your sister or even your mother. Go stay with your mother. Even that's why they say go stay with your mother for some time until you can regain strength to go back to work. That's why there's maternity leave for 3 months, because you're supposed to, the attention is supposed to be on your baby. So if you start feeling anxious, you feel like you don't want to take care of your baby for days and weeks, that's a red flag. Seek help. So for me, I've started a blog where I write when releasing when I feel stressed, I write about it. Also, taking a walk helps. Coping mechanisms. Seeking, letting people take care of your baby for you when you're tired. Yeah, that's what I do. So I'd advise now the healing process. If you've been depressed, there's a chance it will come back. Even if it's not postpartum depression per se, there's a high chance it can come back. If you've been depressed before, or you've experienced postpartum depression or any other type of mental illness, there's a high chance that it would come back. So for me, my coping mechanism, I started a blog. It's called chabetbirir.co.ke, where when I feel stressed, I write about it, or even when I'm happy, I write about it. Like, it's a very nice place to release your emotions. So for those, I mean, it doesn't have to be writing. You can take a walk, just take a walk, visit friends, let someone take care of your baby, let someone take care of your chores for you, and take a walk. It helps. Yeah, just find some coping mechanism that will help you go on and want to live, you know, things that make you happy, so you want to experience life and not die. Actually, that's basically it.